Hey everybody, it's Rebecca Flores, self-empowerment mentor, and I am at RebeccaChannels.com and EmbodyPureLove.com. Yeah, I've got two websites. I'm going to watch for everybody that pops in, and I see some people already. I'm going to share this to my other page. So that should just take me half a second here. I'm going to talk, really, I'm open to talking about anything. So if anybody has any questions, then I am so willing to answer questions and to start conversation on anything. And really, I kind of feel like anything could happen, because there's some really amazing energy going on. But I will talk about this really prominent thing that came up, which is about how our prayers are answered, and we totally don't even get it. We don't even think that that is the way that it works. And so that was a really hot thing that popped up the other day when I was talking to my mom. Okay, so I'm sharing this. Yay, okay. To my other page to capture, to allow everybody to get on if they want. Okay, awesome. I think I did it. Oh my gosh, technology. I am also on live because I literally cannot even stand to type anything else out right now. Typing a post was not in my energy level, but I can do live, which is crazy. It's crazy. How can I do live? I'm gonna turn on. No, there's no more lights I really can turn on. So this is the best it's gonna get. Okay, my dears. I see Lori and Lindy, and I'm so excited. It takes Facebook a couple minutes. I heard once, I think it could take up to like 3 or 5 minutes, but the more people that join on, then the more people see this in their feed and they can join. But Facebook is a tricky little thing. So like I said, hi from Arizona. Wow, that's awesome, Lori. I love Arizona. I've never spent much time there, but I feel connected to it. And I am constantly, like, I've known many people who live there or who are there or have had amazing experiences there. And I don't know why, but this is literally maybe the second time that I've brought cards to the internet, cards to this. I think the last time I even did cards for the public or on the internet was like Jiminy Christmas almost 2 years ago, when I was really just starting out, coming out of the spiritual closet as a channel, and did like a little bit of card readings. But I don't know why, but they were like, take me. So I'm like, okay. Don't use cards regularly in my life because just not something that I'm working directly. Cards are fun and beautiful though. So anyway, I'm probably gonna feel like I'm gonna pick a card, and then we're gonna talk about prayers. We're gonna talk about how they're answered and how we totally miss them. We totally don't even know how they're gonna be answered, and so we can totally miss our opportunities. Hi, Kelly. Okay, so I am gonna do this. I'm gonna do this really interesting little, because I feel like 1 billion people do this, so I'm not one that does cards because 1 billion people do cards. Like, seriously, there's like, it's like, oh, card schmards. Everybody's doing cards, but cards came out tonight. So hi, Diane. So I'm going to take a deep breath here and we'll get started. Okay, so what I asked for and intended, really, I don't need to ask, but I need to come into the present moment and connect in with the highest divine truth and light for everyone's highest good. I hope you can hear me. My voice gets a little bit quiet. And so anyway, connecting on a deeper level. And it's crazy because I was only going to think that there would be one card that shows up, but there's 3. This is a really beautiful deck. This deck is by Kyle Gray, and it's called Keepers of the Light. I really should like shine a spotlight above me so that there's more light, but it's night time. It's night time. So anyway, Keepers of the Light, it's really beautiful. And this is really amazing because this is exactly what I was tuning into as well, is hope. Here we go. Feels like there's a glare, so I hope you guys can see it. Hope, love, and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. I am all about recognizing your divine worth. Oh, love and acceptance. Thought that said alchemy for a second there. That's also pretty relevant as well, because as you begin to recognize your own divinity and actually make that more, hi, Robin, you rock too, my friend. That just makes my heart just like explode. Oh, Diane, yes, they're amazing. As we truly make it a priority to recognize that we have divinity, we are divinity, and that we aren't this, we aren't this, we aren't the emotions, we aren't the thoughts that can be so overwhelming and judging and task-oriented. We are something that's incredibly, astoundingly amazing in so many ways. And we're talking about how our prayers are actually answered, and we totally miss them because we're not thinking from recognizing our pure divinity. We're like, okay, I've asked for this. I'm praying about this for someone or for somebody else or for the world or for myself. It doesn't matter. And we're expecting it. We don't realize it, but we're expecting it to come and to show up in the most direct way and like in the most like obvious way. And that's not at all how spirit works, because there's a whole divine matrix, a whole divine, I'm like doing jazz hands tonight. There's a whole divine interconnectedness, and it just works out in the most amazing synchronistic, but it's not really, I don't even use that word synchronistic anymore because it's not. It's just the way that the universe works. It's the way that we're interconnected through our energy, and what we put forth will open the pathways, the energetic pathways for what we're asking and what we're focusing on, really. So we can ask, but if we don't align with it fully, meaning aligning our thoughts, aligning our heart, aligning our actions, aligning ourselves that we're going to be true to that, then then our energy and our intention is fractaled. It's wobbly. Okay, so I'm going to point these out, and then I'm going to seriously go into more about how truly our prayers are answered, and give you some examples, and we don't even know it. I've had so many amazing examples of this the past couple weeks with people that I'm working with. And type any questions or comments. I'm open for anything tonight. This is another one. So all of these cards were just pulled with the pure intention that the most relevant information for your highest truth whether you're watching live or whether you watch later, trying to get this is brought forth. So if I can, like, there we go. Lord Ganesha, infinite abundance. Isn't that beautiful? Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. So it's, again, all in alignment. Hope, love, and acceptance of your divinity. Infinite abundance, which I also just read as inner abundance. So they're really playing with the words that I'm seeing to add to this. Okay, this is the other thing. So they're all coming into alignment with what we're talking about. Yeah, these are the Kyle Gray Keepers of the Light, and they're just absolutely divinely gorgeous. They're really, really gorgeous. Odin, Psychic Insight. So this is phenomenal. I can see why they wanted to come out and play. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Ah! Like, I would jump up and be dancing right now if it were if it were appropriate, but it's almost night time. Follow your intuition. See truth for what it is. These are so bam right now for this topic and for what everything is showing up. We ask for things to happen in our lives. We ask for opportunities. We ask for further expansion and growth. And don't mind me closing my eyes, my friends. I am in a little bit deeper of a channeled state than I normally am when I'm talking on live, where I tend to talk really fast on live, but there's major, beautiful divine energy tonight. So I always I'm open to what I'm guided to do. And so when I'm closing my eyes, I'm fully embodying the energy of the message. We so often, we do not realize that the divine, and I'm just going to use whatever words come up. You use what words resonate for your deepest soul and heart. With what your higher self or divine is for you. We ask or we intend. If you're working on another level, you understand that you embody what you're asking for. You embody what you want to experience versus what you have been experiencing. Like, Greg Braden talks about the true, most effective way that we as an ancient culture have understood prayer. They never used that word, but you embody it as yourself. You don't ask for it outside of yourself. You embody what it is. So that's what I'm talking about. Nice, Diane. I love it. And so whatever way you're praying now, or you're just speaking to or communing with your divine, your personal divine, open yourself to being willing to notice anything that happens from that point forward, because you don't have to ask, you don't have to intend, you don't even have to push anything out there to experience miracles, to experience the answers to your prayers. Hi, dear. But you do need to be in the energy of trust. You do need to be in the energy of, it is done. It is taken care of. I have no doubt. And the more that you do it, the more receptive that you are to all of the ways that do not seem like answers to your prayers, that may even challenge you, yet you trust that you're being led down this way that you don't even know and you don't even recognize it was an answer to what you were embodying, intending, asking for. 3 different levels of working with prayer or divine. The more that you do it, the more you're going to be shown. Bam! Bam! Just like Diane said, bam! Holy, I'm going to be honest, holy shit! I can't believe that was answered in this way. I didn't see that coming. And I didn't know, and I may have even been thinking, oh, it was never answered, and this is taking forever, and it wasn't, it's not what you expect. Your prayers, your intentions, they're usually, depending on the level that your clarity and energy is at, it's usually never what you think it's going to be. So for example, this week, or last week, I have so many examples recently. Last week, a client so she's been doing amazing work to open herself up, to basically let the walls of resistance down, to basically get over self-doubt and the ego, which goes, this is about me, you know? And no offense, but I feel like that's what the ego sounds like. It's like, this is about me, and it's all about me. And it's like, get off your freaking high horse. It's not about you. And that just makes you feel good in some way, even though you're just bringing yourself down. So eliminate the idea that it's all about you. That's just purely your ego, or your patterns. And it's nothing personal. We all have that. And in fact, it's nothing to be shunned. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's how we have the conscious and amazing opportunity to be fully present and go, wow, I have the ability to see that, to hear this smaller perspective, and to say, no worries, I love you. No worries, my friend ego, my friend fear. We're in this together, but you don't run the show anymore. I'm working at a higher perspective here, and this is the truth. This is what's true for me. What's true for me? What is for my highest truth? And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, this got quiet. This ego got quiet. So once you've done that work, which my client had been doing, she didn't recognize when prayers and miracles were answered, because it doesn't come in the direct way. Like, oh, I want to make more money. And I'm just throwing this example out there. I want more income to come in, and you think a check's going to show up in the mail. Guess what? For example, in this case, which that wasn't necessarily what she wanted, it came through this hidden like way that you don't even recognize. A person that you know, so a person she knows showed up through a Facebook Messenger, which I'm like, bam, right there. This person does not talk through Facebook Messenger, but she happened to reach out on Facebook Messenger? That was big. I could see the energy behind that. But we don't think that because we're all just in this human, and we're like, And she said, I want you to lead this group. Would you like to do that? And it was using one of her talents, not psychic talent or anything like that, but musical talent actually. And the person read it at first and said, oh, I'd love to be part of that group, part of this music opportunity. And then she reread it, and so that was her first impression. And then she reread it again, and she realized that the lady was saying, who's the business owner, was saying for her to lead it. Would you like to lead this? And then her ego went, oh, hell no. Oh, never mind. This isn't for me. No. And thank goodness she reached out to me and said something. And I went, I said, you cannot do the work, all of this work to clear and to open yourself to miracles, and then when they show up, not take them. And she was like, oh, this is how your prayers are answered. This is how your miracles are going to show up. They're going to show up in ways that challenge you to be seen, to be bigger, to be bolder, to be more beautiful, to be more of a leader. And they're going to show up through other people and in ways. So ultimately, say she wanted to make more income. This is, I can see it energetically, because this is the space that I am, this is what I'm trained to do, and this is what my divine purpose is, and this is the support level that I work at. So I'm just like, it's very, very clear, and I hold this space. But then, so I can see the trail of this miracle, and it's like, oh, whoa. Don't you dare let yourself hold yourself back from taking this opportunity that doesn't look like what you thought your prayer being answered would look like. Through this opportunity, number one, you're going to be exposed to a whole nother group of people that you were not exposed to before. They're going to connect with you on a heart level because you're doing your soul work. You're doing your music sharing that is part of your inner joy, your inner passion, your divine expression. And so when that happens, you're going to draw to you, and you've cleared all this self-doubt and open yourself up to receiving miracles and blessings. So then you're in this energy. You've like set this all up. Take this opportunity, because then you connect with more people, and those people will have experiences of their own opening, of their own divinity, of their own inspiration, of their own clearing. Can you imagine? It's a music circle. So it's like, holy cow, that's one of the most powerful things for shifting someone's energy and opening them up. Speaking of which, on that card, your third eye, to receiving, and all of these different matrix points in your energy, which are all reflected within. I do this because I see the matrix on the outside, but it's all your matrix from within. So music is one of the most powerful things. So not only is this person who has this opportunity going to bam, explode and connect and show up in new ways for her own, I was going to say spiritual development, but that's so old term. It's like, no, it's not that. That's a separateness. That's a separateness and your energy. What it is just returning to your truth, your own power, and showing up for your divine work. Those people are going to also experience their own shifts as well in that same type of energy for them. And also, she'll be connecting with potential clients for her actual business. So here's how our prayers are answered, and we don't even have a clue, and we dismiss them. It can happen through another example is you've been asking or setting the intention to experience travel, but you don't like, you want to travel to another country. And this is like an example from a combination of my life and someone else's story. You've set that intention out there, and you don't realize that by being introduced to a person that's a total stranger to you, and then them inviting you to, say, dinner, and you're like, like you don't really understand why this person is coming into your life, being willing to know that this is how divine answers. This is how I don't even want to say divine answers your prayers, because that again is language of separation. This is how your divinity works for you on your behalf, because your divinity is part of the divine I am divinity. There's no separation in all of this, in any of this. I have to point that out. So I'm talking on a few different levels, and if it's confusing, don't worry about it. And if it's frustrating, I will just say, again, don't worry about it. I'm not worried about it, and I'm not attached to any of this. But what's important is that I do point out when our language is actually giving us the concept and reinforcing these separation ideas that we have. So I'm not going to say divinity answers your prayers. I'm going to say your divine power, your divine energy as divine I am energy. This is how you bring it, how you set it up for yourself to experience more divine. You as divine work with divine to experience more divine blessings. No separation, it's all one. But because we are here, we are definitely in this like, okay, I'm in this physical separation and I'm asking or intending to experience something in this physical, something that's actually reflected in the infinite divinity that's within me. So what you're actually doing is just saying your infinite divinity within you, you want to experience in the physical divinity. So not just you want to experience it, but you're intending to experience it. So you're basically just activating within yourself your own divinity to show up in a physical way. That's another experience of divinity. That's fun that you haven't experienced. So back to this latest example, you don't realize that if you have intended or prayed or asked for or put it on your vision board that you want to travel out of country, that this person who you just met, who now is offering to have coffee or dinner with you, which you're like, I don't know, because this is where we get caught up. We don't see that this is how your divine shows up for you, and the divine shows up for you. You and the same. But we've got to be receptive and willing and open to that. Take it. If your heart is go within and say, is this going to expand me and bring me more joy? You have to be willing to get out of here, which is going, this is a waste of my time. I've got things to do. It doesn't have a means to an end. Well, no, not that your mind can see, but the divine matrix, it's all aligned. I hope I'm not talking in circles. They're saying, it doesn't matter. So follow the energy with me. Then you decide, oh, well, you never know what can come of this meeting. So then you go to dinner or coffee or tea with this new person, and it turns out they know someone in that country that you've asked to visit. You've asked, you've intended that you want to experience. But you don't find that out until maybe 4 meetings in, until 4 experiences in with this person. So we don't realize how our prayers are answered because we're looking for them in like, oh, it's going to show up just the way I think it's going to show up. But it doesn't. I don't think that it ever does. I've had so many amazing blessings specifically the past 2 weeks are on fire. And even those like didn't show up the way, but because I'm paying attention and I know what it feels like to be receptive to the divine. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. I love them. And the hearts go back out to you. It's like you send me hearts and I send you hearts. It's all, every time you send hearts, you're giving yourself a heart. I love it. Be open and receptive to things showing up for you through avenues that you would never have a clue. Like the first example with my client who was offered an opportunity to lead something where she was like, if this had come up 3 months ago, there's no way it would have even come up because she wasn't open to it. But if it had, she wouldn't have even considered it. But this time she had worked on being so open and receptive and allowing herself to remove beliefs that that she was unworthy of receiving, and just old stuff that's ready to move out. Then this opportunity shows up, but she goes, oh, lead something? Oh, no, that's okay. And I'm like, are you kidding me? That's the answer. That's the answer to what you've been working. That's one of the ways, just one of the ways that your divine is showing up for you to support you in the intentions that you've set. So you gotta take it, because if you don't take that opportunity to lead this music group, which seems scary to your human, then there's a funnel that's it's like the drawbridge just went. Okay, you have to allow yourself to take these steps to break out of your own box, knowing you have no idea what's going to come of it, no expectation of what's going to come up through it, but you're willing and open to experience the unknown blessings and miracles in ways that you didn't know. So how is this going to lead to the more abundance or clients in your business? How is this going to lead to the more connections to travel? How is this going to lead to basically your soul expanding, your awareness expanding? All of this is going to happen just through this opportunity that at first seemed like, oh, no way, this is not, no, because it didn't show up. I want to point this out. I want to actually just remind you guys, because I see more people are here and I'm so excited to type any questions, because I'm really open to everything. I pulled some cards that were amazing. And I don't do that. That's not my thing to do, but for whatever reason tonight it was like, get this thing out of the cupboard and bring them over to the computer. Okay. And then it was like, oh, now I got to pull it. And now I got to pull some cards. So I'm open to any questions, comments. How does this relate to you? Your prayers are being answered. Your intentions are being met. They're always being heard, but they show up through this like funnel network. So you don't see it. It doesn't show up if someone's laughing. It doesn't, oh, and a flower. It doesn't show up in the like way that our conceptual mind is gonna think that it's gonna show up. So you gotta just be willing to recognize new stuff and go with it. And one of the intentions that I set for everything, which is great across the board for everyone, is I intend to receive at least one gold nugget out of this meeting, experience, event, whatever it is. I intend to receive at least one gold nugget. And I say at least because it's usually like 4 gold nuggets that are like, when I say a gold nugget, it's kind of like an aha. It's a resonant. It's an, oh, that was for me. Oh, this helped me to have more awareness. So that's just an overall really good intention that you can set when you're doing something that's out of your realm of what's comfortable and known to you. Okay, so I don't see any questions, and I've basically covered the topic up, down, inside, out, all around. Just know that your prayers are being answered, but they don't show up in the way you think they're going to show up, and you got to be paying attention to who shows up in your life, because I'm just seeing people are showing up that are the funnel, the part of the funnel of the miracle, and you may be dismissing it. You may be dismissing it and not realizing it. I'm going to point out this book because this has also recently come into the energy that it's super duper and powerful. If you truly let your soul, let your mind open to the 4 agreements, and I want to say it doesn't matter if you resonate with the stories that are in here, but if the agreement itself, there's something in it that will, I just put this up. There's something in it that will activate. These are truths. These are like spiritual truths. So I printed this out. This is on the internet. You can print this out. And I put this up on my thing, on my artwork that I colored, so that I have this really pretty printout. Not taking things personally, not making assumptions, always doing your best, and being in alignment with your words. 4 really, truly super powerful things. We get so caught up in what we're assuming. Like, for example, what other people are experiencing. You don't know what other people are experiencing. Quit that. Quit thinking. Quit assuming stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like stick to your own work. And these are really, even if you've read this before, even if you've visited this before, there might be something in it that resonates with you in a different way now. Okay. Yes, I'm going to say hi to you guys. Before I say bye to you guys, unless you have any questions. Hi, Lori. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Blessings to you too. I'm so glad it resonated. I don't know if Rebecca's still on. Haven't talked to you in Jiminy Christmas. It's been over 1.5 years probably. Good to see you. Hope everything is going so well. Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Thank you for all the hearts, Nicole. I saw them. You're so sweet. Yes, manifesting your own divine. That's it. That's it. It's not like we're asking for something outside of ourselves. And Diane, thank you so much for your feedback. Thank you, Lori, for your feedback. Hi, Lisa. I don't know if you're still on, but I love you. Debbie. Hi, Debbie. I don't know if you're still on either. Oh, thanks, you guys. And Robin and Lisa and Diane. And I saw Kelly and Lindy. Thanks, you guys. I hope this information activated something within you and was an answer to something you've been asking. You're here on the table. Yeah. Cracking me up, Lisa. Cracking me, or LM. Cracking me up. I am so happy. So be open to new things that show up in your life, and these are literally the interconnected ways that your prayers are answered, but they're usually going to be, especially now, they're going to be things that you're not used to used to accepting for yourself. It's going to be like, oh, I'm going to accept that? No, I'm not used to accepting things or going outside my comfort zone. Do it, do it, do it, because otherwise you're just kind of saying no to what you already intended you wanted to experience. You just don't realize it. So they show up in ways that we don't recognize. Hi, Laura. Okay, my dears, I've been on for 40 minutes. Crazy. And I did it because I couldn't type another thing. And I was like, I'm just going to do this Facebook Live. I love you all. Have a beautiful night. Take care of yourselves this weekend. Some major, powerful shifting energy is going on. Things can come up for you. Allow yourself to feel what you're feeling. Don't worry about what it means if, like, we get caught up in our head. It's okay. You won't know all the answers. Just allow yourself to feel it, nourish yourself in all the different ways you nourish yourself. Thank you, Nicole. You are such a blessing. Bye, my friends. Have a good night.